Hey there, thanks for joining us at the Rabbit Hole of Research, where you'll learn a few facts that you can impress your friends with at a party.
Hey, this is Rabbit Hole of Research, mini episode 15. I don't think we've 15.1 or mini episode 15A. I don't know what.
Are we going with the point one or the A?
Or B-side.
Or the B-sides. That's right.
I like the B-side.
That's right.
Oh my
B-sides.
gosh.
Yeah. So this is it. So this is the clarification.
We still don't know. We
We
got
don't know.
time.
It's up in the air.
Yeah. I say
But
let
I
everyone
like
else decide,
B-sides.
right?
That's good.
B-sides is nice.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. You know me. I'm just.
That's where we came with Apocalypse. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I have something on that.
Oh,
But
Got something.
are we
jumping
ready
in.
to get right into
Yeah,
it?
we was going to say, this is not going. We explained what this was in mini episode 14.
Yeah, no one wants to hear
But
that again.
It's just
right?
clarifications, corrections, answering fan comments, and concern.
Yeah, and it's kind of exciting, and it's kind of
yep.
fun. We're not in the basement studio
We
right
are
now.
not. Yeah, we're actually at Reed's
This is
local
like a little teaser for an upcoming episode.
in October, episode 20. So
We went on the road for some.
But we got to do
fun.
these mini episodes. We got to do it for the people out there because we love you. So what do you got on the Apocalypse? Wow.
Well, I found out that Owen Wilson has said
Wow.
in 27 movies
27.
and a total of 81 times.
81 times, yeah.
Just to let you know. And,
Yeah.
and we can have this article
that was
in the
it.
mini
So,
show.
I'm going to add one more little
I
bit
think
for
we have
you.
to have-
That was out of 27 out of 52 appearances.
Oh, of course, Joe is stealing my
51.92%
thunder.
of movies. He said, wow. And
So how much did he
I'll
get
put
paid
those-
to say wow?
I don't know. I don't,
Oh, I
I'm
thought
not
you'd
his-
have
I don't
that.
know his
Do the math.
agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have that all down, Joe.
I didn't see his contract there.
We'll have that in the footnote.
But I read one article that said he was going to stop saying wow because he was getting like kind of typecast.
Oh, wow.
And so he wasn't going to do it. So it'd probably be a lot more to pay for it.
I will definitely take that.
But now he has to do it.
Now he has to do it, right? Especially when he comes on our podcast. So,
yes,
Oh, wow.
exactly.
Mr.
And we'll
Wilson,
say,
when you
and
come
when
on,
he comes on our podcast, we will say,
He's
not gonna come on.
Wow.
Right now he's not. Yeah. Now he's not. Along with the
And I still want to see No Escape, the Owen Wilson apocalyptic movie,
or
which we haven't
maybe
watched.
sort of apocalyptic.
Well, he's in the picture. He's running, and he looks really scared.
Yeah,
It
he
looks
does,
pretty
yeah.
apocalyptic.
Yeah, that's in. Did he say wow in that movie? I don't know.
That's actually the
I actually
opening line
didn't
of the movie.
research
It goes,
that.
You did?
Wow.
I didn't
Okay,
research
there's an
that.
apocalypse.
Wow.
So listening to this just a couple days ago, I listened to Science Friday, and some of those things that they brought up. I mean, I love that show; it's great. But I probably every Friday they bring up things that could relate to our apocalypse episode. But
Yeah.
it was like they're talking about West Nile is
All right,
like
yeah.
there's
Yep.
some deaths
Yeah.
associated.
Mosquito-borne virus. But on that same topic, there was a paper that came out about the next pathogens that could trigger the next pandemic.
You did send me that.
And so
Yeah,
they've
that was
identified
lovely.
30 pathogens, now including influenza A, dengue virus, monkeypox virus. And so this was an updated list by the WHO, the World Health Organization. So
Who?
once again,
Wow.
the other thing we had talked about in that last episode is Fallout series. I think
And we've now watched
we've all
it.
watched it. I think in that we
It's
had.
so good.
It was
I
really
still-
good.
I'm-
So
I
you've
watched
not
the
finished
first
it?
two
And you know
episodes.
what? You only watched the first two?
Nick did not finish his homework. He's out.
I don't know what
You're my
happened.
inspiration to
I
watch
know,
it.
Right.
and
You gotta
Right.
watch it.
like I think we ended up watching something else, and I'm like, oh yeah,
The
I should get
best-
back to that.
The
And,
best thing I love about it is the music.
Yeah, the music's
Oh my
really
God,
good. Really
it's
well
just
done.
brilliant.
Good
I
storytelling.
have gone back to
It's
the video game.
brilliant. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I
I
didn't do the video
restarted the game.
that
yeah.
was really a sacrifice on
You
your
guys
part,
can find us
wasn't
on
it?
Discord. Nick, if you want to talk with Nick, he's on Discord.
Yeah,
so the Dick Discord channel. We'll
I
put
do,
that up there. So
I do look at my Discord. It
Yeah.
goes to my phone, so I can decide to actually look at it.
Yeah.
Easier.
so there it is. So,
So was there anything
yeah, I
else? that
had
we-
so a couple things before we get to some fan kind of comment. I was going to say there was a apocalypse category because I had the list and we discussed it, but there was one that we danced around, but that was the religious rapture apocalypse. As I was kind of going back through things, Stephen King's The Stand, which I put under disease apocalypse, but one could make an argument it was like good versus evil. You have the Left Behind series,
Mhm.
and then you have Terry Gilliam's Brazil. That also
which
has that
you still
element
haven't
to it.
watched with
So
me.
I haven't.
That I
It's just on my
rented
list.
from
That's right.
the
I know.
library,
I know.
brought home,
That's why I got it. I
and
was like, let's
and
watch
took it back.
Wouldn't
'Cause
This
it
Is
was
the
there,
End
so-
also be part of that?
This
The
is the
Seth
end.
Rogen,
Yeah.
James Franco film?
Is that
Yeah,
the Netflix?
No,
What show is that?
that's a movie.
Movie. It's a
what
movie.
movie?
This, right?
It
It's
just
This
sounds-
Is the
yes,
End,
This
right?
is the end, right? Yep.
Let me
Is
let-
that the one that the Obamas produced?
No.
No, that's
Oh, I'm
No, we're in a completely different
yeah.
category.
You're talking about something
no,
else.
not completely
It
different.
is really good. It is like it's kind of war triggering. It's that
This
one
is
is
the
called.
No.
No, it's not called this. Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind
Is
was
one,
really
yes.
good. I don't know.
Yep.
I can't remember. We didn't talk about that.
We
Or
did not talk
we?
about that one. No,
That one's
but that would
really
be in
good.
a war kind of catastrophe.
But This Is the
Um,
End would be in the religious one, I
yeah.
think,
Okay.
where
Yeah.
it was like, oh, it's the rapture and all that.
Right.
shit.
Yes. Yeah. The
Oh, wow.
Rapture would be.
Okay.
That's essentially.
Oh,
there,
that's
right,
a movie
right.
with David Duchovny. Rapture.
No,
Oh,
no,
there
we're
is.
still. Oh, it's
Yeah.
like we're on the different one still. Like
Yeah.
that's the one I'm talking
No,
about.
no, I jumped.
You went so
I
far
ju-
off of what I was going.
I jumped to David Duchovny, but
Yeah,
that is
here
a
it is.
movie. Yeah.
All right. So that's
All right.
that's what I had. You guys have, and so I can jump into.
So now, are we going to have a mini
That's right.
episode?
Yeah, the mini. No, we'll just put this in. We actually have a mini episode show note.
You
So
do not.
I do. Yeah,
Oh
we
my
do.
God.
It's the
I created it.
It's
and so
truly is the cliff note.
it is right. It's the cliff notes of the
Don't
cliff
go off
notes.
the
The
cliff.
footnotes. These are. I can't believe I'm saying it, but these are the footnotes of the show notes.
Footnotes?
Wow.
So we have a fan who's been with us from episode 1, Alex4833 on
Hi,
YouTube.
Alex.
We really appreciate you listening.
Yeah, no.
You look at our podcast while it's playing. He just looks at his phone like, man.
Yeah.
I
But-
think there's voices coming out of it.
One of the cool things is that we can address things like here with the group. And so he had asked a couple questions. One was, what was the doomsday clock set to during the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis?
Ooh.
And it was 7 minutes to midnight. And so we're actually closer now than we were during the Cuban Missile Crisis. So
And how close are we
Um,
now?
90
90
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
Ooh,
girl.
There it is.
Yeah.
The other thing he asked, and we can discuss it a little bit, this one a little more, is if a military base would be the safest place during a zombie apocalypse.
Ooh.
And so I thought that was a good one because I think the idea is there they would have the firepower, they would have rations, they would have
Right. I like that
sleeping
idea.
quarters, things like that. So
Is it
um,
already is it empty or is it still run by the,
I know,
military?
I see it.
let's-
Like if it's run by
I-
the military, I think
Right.
it's
I think
not a
that
great
comes
point.
up in
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
movies
it
and a lot
does.
of
Yeah, that's
shows.
right.
So you have
That's
the
right.
military.
so you would have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think also, in my mind, it would be when are we going? Because at the beginning of the apocalypse, we still don't probably understand how the pathogen or pathogens are spread. We don't have a good detection method besides human truth. Like, have you been bit? Have you been scratched? And we don't know where you near it.
and then you have all these people
And
like
so you go in, right?
encased
That's right,
together, and then
Well, but
if
like,
one person
yeah.
is
That's
remember
right.
that one
Yeah.
show we watched? It was the zombie show where, gosh, I cannot think of the name, but actually they were on their way to the CDC
Right.
to like test their blood, or do you know which one I'm talking about? It was like they
There was the
moved across.
No, it was a
no,
TV
it was
series.
called right. It was
is it the strain where it was
No,
vampires or
I'm
is it
Z
sorry.
Nation.
Yes,
Z
Z
Nation.
Nation.
Yeah, Z
And they were
Nation.
really on their
They
way to the
had-
military.
Well, Murphy was
right?
the zombie who he had been injected with some experimental zombie cure, and then they were transversing across the United States to take him to some secret government facility. So that was the whole series. A really good series there. But yeah, my opinion, if it's at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse and not a lot's known, a lot of confusion, I probably would steer clear of the military base. If it's sometime later and most of the population is dead and you're looking for cash or resources or a
I'd say,
place to
yeah.
make a stronghold, I say that might be because most military bases have like only one means of ingress. So
And they're
an entry,
fortified, like
they're
you said.
fortified.
Well, yeah.
But you also have to think. So I'm playing a game right now, Days Gone, which is about
Days
zombie
Gone.
game.
Yeah.
And like every day, it's like, oh, like I'm on day 720, 30 or something.
Oh,
Right, right.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
nice.
survived that long.
Oh,
Have you
wow.
have you read the books Day by Day Armageddon?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's a really good
But, like,
series.
In the game, like you can go to these military bases,
Yeah.
and like a lot of the time they are picked over, but like
Right.
there is still like,
Stuff
oh,
there.
there's either zombies still hanging around in that area, or there's other survivors that are
Right.
like trying to kill you because you're
Yeah.
invading their territory.
Right.
It's
Right.
like,
Right. But if you got in there early enough, there would be technology. There would be
Mhm.
communication technology. There would be, munitions might be gone. So that's probably not something I would go there for. But you might find rations, like, kind of the military
Yeah.
rations might be still left. And so you
So
could
yeah,
find
I
some
think
things
that's
like
a good
that.
idea. Alex.
sometimes
so-
a clean cot
Yep,
or two.
yep, right.
like-
Maybe if you get water, I mean, there could be things like that, like
Generators,
supplies like that. Yep.
maybe
So-
some gas.
or solar power.
Yeah.
Could be solar panels. So yeah, no, I think it's something to consider, but you do have to, I don't know if it'd be the safest place, but it potentially could be a safe place. But that's about all I have for this episode.
What
I
have you
had a
been
few
watching
things,
lately,
yeah.
Joe?
I was going to say, I started watching Parasite, The Gray. It's the
Yeah.
Netflix live action version of the Parasite, The Maxim, which came out in 2014. And then there was the comic manga series. So
What about you, Georgia? Assuming that you're watching different things than Joe without him.
Well, you know what?
she's not watching She's not watching
No.
Parasite. Yeah.
We're watching together, Lady in the Lake.
Lady in the Lake.
And
Yeah.
that's really, it's
Yeah.
been good. It's intense.
Not an apocalypse.
Nothing to
though,
do
yeah.
with apocalypse,
no.
but I thought the question was, I
It
thought
was,
the
yeah,
question
no.
No,
was
It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
yeah, what are you
This is
reading?
just catching up and
Yeah,
being like,
Yeah.
what's been catching on people up to date with
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah, about yourself, besides the game.
Honestly, I've been reading a lot of comic books telly lately. Like
cool.
that's been like what we've been doing. That's
What
I
are you
was
reading?
sick, and we've been just reading a lot of Spider-Man comics.
That's
Spider-Man.
awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
so it's been just Marvel Unlimited app,
Yeah.
like just
That's cool.
reading one after another.
And she likes them.
Oh, she passes out to them damn near
Yeah.
every night.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it's a good thing.
It's
She
like-
goes to bed, and then I get stuck underneath her because she sleeps on my arm,
Oh, I
and I'm like,
remember
all right.
those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
cool.
I spent the whole past week sick, so I was like, all right, this is what we're doing. This is our nighttime routine now.
Awesome.
But
So yeah, so that's the mini episode or the B-side.
or whatever you want to call
whatever
it.
you wanna
Let
call
us
it.
know what you're thinking.
If you're out there, you got questions for us or comments, please go ahead and comment somewhere. We'll throw them in these episodes and talk about it. Even if it's an older episode, we'll try to go back and scoop some of those up into the mini
Yeah, any
episodes here.
comments,
So yeah, no,
welcome.
definitely. We really appreciate everyone that's
we have
listening.
some fun episodes coming up soon.
We have some super fun episodes coming up, some guests coming up on those episodes.
We got things
So,
coming down the
yeah,
line.
it's super
coming.
exciting.
We're
So
digging. We're digging.
we're digging these rabbit holes. We're going down,
Getting
lost, finding our way, and returning. So with that, yeah,
we went down the same holes.
the same holes.
I
many
went
holes.
down with just a little hole.
Yeah, maybe
we went
yeah,
a little
Some
deeper.
little couple side holes.
So- a little bit deeper
I
this
don't
time.
know. I still don't know about this. All
All
right,
right.
that's it. It's Joe,
Nick.
Georgia.
Georgia here, and that's a wrap.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. Hey, Melissa, can we get a wow?